Parents, does it ever seem that when you speak to your child that they hear the parents and teachers from Charlie Brown? You're trying to share something important with them or correct a behavior or an action, and you're pitching and they're not catching, that you're giving them something of value and what they're hearing is something like wah, 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 wah. If that's the case, if you're having trouble having your children receive what you're trying to say, I've got some strategies and tools that you can use to really enhance your communication with your child. Hi, this is Dave Hughes of Ernie Reyes World Martial Arts in Gallatin. Welcome to my Life Coach Your Child series. In this series, we're going to take a look at first the Praise Correct Praise method, or PCP method of teaching. This is used by a lot of your top martial arts instructors, and also a lot of your better school teachers will use this as well. When you're using the PCP, or Praise Correct Praise method, what you want to be is a good finder. You want to be looking for the things that your child is doing right. Now, realize if we're talking about correction, so there's going to be something wrong, but usually part of what they're doing is right. I'll give you an example on a physical technique. If I'm correcting a child, and this would apply to anything, including behaviors, if I have a child that is in a sparring stance, for example, and they're working on their stand-up fighting, when they're doing that, I am looking, say they have their knees bent and their back heel up, so they can move very quickly and very explosively, but they have their hands down. It's a little hard to keep them up at times, and their chin is up. And as an instructor, I know in a real fight or in a competition fight, their jaw's open, they're going to get knocked out if they do that. But if I walk up to a child or any student and tell them, hey, keep your hands up or you're going to get knocked out, even though that might be accurate and true, they're not going to be very responsive to that. And if you're telling them all the things that they're doing wrong, it's going to damage their self-esteem. Now, I'm not talking about participation trophies for being last place and just showing up for things. But have you ever had an employer or anyone in your life that at least 2/3 to 3/4 of what you got, the feedback you got from them, was negative? Let me ask you, how long was it before you started to tune them out and not listen to what they had to say? Now, a lot of parents think, well, my child should listen to me. But realize kids are going to be the same way. If what they're getting is negativity all the time, they are going to start to tune you out and not pay attention. And they're going to kind of hide from what you have to say. Now, on the other hand, if you're looking for some of the good that they're doing, and you make a big deal about that, make them know that, hey, I'm doing this part right. But you know what? We can make this even better by doing this. If you do that, if you praise them first, now they're much more responsive to what you're saying and listening a lot more. Now, then you can feel free to make the corrections. And after that, then praise them very strongly for what the improvement they made. Realize no one likes to make changes. The only people who like changes are cashiers and people with dirty diapers. Everybody would like to do it just the way they've been doing it. But if you want to make that correction, make it stick, this is an excellent way of doing it. A lot of parents will say, hey, this is too hard. My kids should just listen to me. If you take that approach, good luck. You're probably going to be fighting the same fights over and over and putting out fires for years. Now, if you'd like to make progress, this will help a lot.